Hello, Australia. A big thank you for the Advanced Alumni Award 2020. I'm really humbled to be recognized for my professional achievements, being a disruptor in the media landscape and social enterprise, and having graduated from an Australian university. My parents migrated to Australia in the late 80s, and I followed later, completing a degree in physics from UNSW and later a master's in international studies from the University of Sydney. My experience on campus shaped my perspective. Australian campuses brought together students from all over Asia and the world, and learning about their experience in fighting for democracy and justice helped shape my worldviews. Not just about my own country, Malaysia, but on the need to grow the seeds of democracy in every country. Besides studying physics, we also had to do general studies, and I enjoyed getting a taste of philosophy, economics, human rights, and others. Jose Ramos Horta, the former president of East Timor, used to teach at UNSW, and we learned a lot about their struggle. We also lost a dear friend, Kamal Bamaraj, in the Dili massacre in Timor. I also helped out with the student newspaper Tarunka, and we campaigned with overseas students as well as part of a student organization called the Network of Overseas Students Collectives in Australia, NOSCA. As an undergraduate, I managed to raise funds from student unions and generous trade unions to attend the World Youth Summit in Costa Rica. From there, I was among 10 youth delegates to the 1992 Earth Summit in Brazil, where as young people we campaigned hard for a sustainable future. We spoke about the destruction of our ecosystems and about climate change, all nearly 30 years ago. During my master's at Sydney Uni, not only did we have excellent lectures on international relations and political economy, I also saw the early beginnings of the internet. And you suddenly had access to the world of information at your fingertips. The Australian student experience mattered, not just in the classroom, but what it taught us outside, and the international connections it helped us make to see beyond our boundaries to the world at large. And I think that global mindset is what we need today. We cannot afford to think with narrowly defined national interests. The problems we have today cannot be solved by one nation. We cannot expect to grow and prosper while others suffer. While COVID-19 has created a global emergency and so many lives have been lost and disrupted, it should also give us time to pause and reflect. If we can survive such a major disruption to our lives, perhaps we can also afford to make even deeper changes to address climate change, to address inequality, and take a real stand for justice and accountability everywhere. No more lip service. I co-founded Malaysia Kini with Stephen Gunn, who was part of the same student movement in Australia. We genuinely believe that access to free and independent press would change our country, and indeed it has. The online media, not just Malaysia Kini, played a key role in throwing out a kleptocratic regime in 2018, creating the first change of government in Malaysia since the independence. It took us nearly 20 years of publishing to get there, but it was worth it. On election night, other media held back, whereas Malaysia Kini bravely reported the results, becoming the first media to announce a political change in the wee hours of the morning. And indeed, it was a new dawn for Malaysia. As we come to terms with the pandemic, we need a new dawn for the world. We need new thinking, new paradigms, new alliances. 30 years ago, Australia helped me with new ideas, build new paradigms, make new friends and allies that have lasted me a generation. I sincerely hope that Australia, as a great nation, will continue on that path. The world needs it more than ever. Thank you.